But welcome back to Slips and Picks, not the other number because we got a C and D from that other company, but that's neither here nor there. Last week, big numbers for the Gekko and the Mule. The intern stepped in for me as I was dealing with some legal issues, as the Gekko liked to say. We got the Lions and Cowboys, we got Dolphins and Ravens, we got Bengals and Chiefs, and we got Packers and Vikings, plus the Pump or Dump segment. We got parlays for you, got everything and more, but I need you to look at me and just do me a quick favor. Please subscribe. Please comment. Please just hack this algorithm for the boys so we can show the world what this gambling show is all about. We love you so much, and we would be nothing without you. My name is Chet Savage. I'm your host, and this is Slips and Picks.
Bussin with the Boys presents Slips and Picks 500. Led by retired diamond-level network marketer Chet Savage. Money Interpreter of the Year runner-up William Gekko. Theodore the Mule Jenkins with diversity and failing college dropouts who get no hose. The interns. You're watching the S&P 500. Not the stock market one.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Slips and Picks. As always, actually last week, your boy, Willie Gekko, was your host. Another outstanding week for him. And you know what? I don't even talk about that. Let's go to the interns real quick. They're going to give you an update on everything of what happened last week. We'll be back right after this.
Gentlemen, thank you. Let's hit these recaps pretty quickly. Unfortunately for us, the interns, we had a combined 8-11 on the week. The Gekko with a positive though, 8-5, and the Mule back to his normal routine with 10-3. So some positives to look at. Hopefully you guys continue the streak this week, and Chet doesn't bring you down. Good luck.
All right, welcome back, boys. Once again, the Gekko just slowly creeping his way up top. I feel like these last 2 weeks is really going to cement who's who in the zoo in that top spot between you and the Mule. How do you feel, Gekko?
I feel great. I feel like I've been stringing together some good weeks. Mule, I know he's back on top. He's ready to brag. He's ready to flex. I'm sure he bought himself a new watch. Like, who knows? But it was a good week. It was a great week all around. We had the next man up mentality. We had the interns. Jackie Boy, he went 6-5. JP unfortunately went 2-6. He won't be seen on this episode. But it's great to be on top.
I love it. The Mule, yes. After a few sliding weeks, we're hitting 10-3 right now after this one, brother. How do we feel?
First place, baby. I feel like I'm in first place, like I always been this whole show. You know, it's just how I do it. And I'm doing it for you guys out there, my clients. I know y'all jump ship and jumped aboard with the Mule, and I'm gonna get them units for you guys. I get it. We're a unit together, but I stack the units. And if you get on board, you understand what's going on. I'll see you guys at the top.
Hey, that was a nice little deal. Let me ask you this, brother. Have we stopped buying girls' bags? Have we learned from our past mistakes, or are we back on that train?
I'm not on that right now. You know, units is still trying to get there. We taking trips now.
Oh.
We trying to go to London. You understand?
Yeah.
First class flights. Hey, if you see this, hit me up. I got the tickets.
I got the tickets. All right, let's get to the buy or sell segment. That is, the first game on this slate is going to be the Lions, and they are at the Cowboys. Cowboys right now are favored at -6, and the total on that game is 53.5 points. Cowboys still in the big fight for the NFC East. The Lions last week taking care of business and ended up being the top of the NFC North for the first time since Bill Clinton was in his first year being a president. What a time for the Lions. What a time, baby. The not Music City, what is it? What's their, Motor City. Motor City's ripping.
Motor City, baby.
Motor. Yeah.
Trucks.
Let's start with you, Mule. What are we thinking?
Man, it's like you said, it's going to be a good game. The Lions finally clinch, man, and I'm excited to see them boys clinch. Going against them Cowboys. What Cowboys will we see? Are they like the Dolphins? When they play a good team, they usually fold under pressure, and this is a good team. And them Lions, them boys is doing what they doing over there. They putting points on the board. They getting it in. But I'm going to give you a few little stats about these boys, man. Dallas Cowboys at home against the spread is 6-1. Detroit away is 6-2, and that don't tell you anything. So I'm going with the Lions.
You going with the Lions just like, and nothing, data tells me nothing. I'm going Lions because they clinch the division. Cowboys, they're playing a good football team.
The Cowboys are like the Miami Dolphins. If they play a good team, they usually fold, and this is a good team.
But at home, they are undefeated.
And the Lions have been up and down as well against
They 6-1.
Yeah, but undefeated, just like playing ball.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They also go from one of the worst rushing defenses to one of the best rushing defenses at home as well.
We'll see.
And their points per game
I was trying to
are
sway
like
you.
7 points.
I'm not going nowhere.
I was trying to sway you because I'm also taking the Lions. The Lions. Here's some data. Now this game does scare me. I think the Cowboys win, but I think the Lions cover. The Cowboys struggle against the run and running the football. The Lions have been putting on a masterclass with Jahmyr Gibbs at running back. They're feeding him the ball. They run the ball well. They're stopping the run. They're top 3 in the league in the last 3 weeks, I believe, or top 5. Don't stat check me on that one. Against the run. And also, here's a stat for you, Jack. Here's a stat for you. The Lions, when their starting O-line is healthy and playing together, they've been healthy together 6 times this year. Guess what their record is? 6-0. The O-line is healthy, and they are together. However, I think they dropped this game, but they cover. I'm going Lions +6. Where are you going, Chet?
That's all great stats. Got to give a shout out to the Hogs, too, dude. Anytime they're all working in unison, you got to feel good about it. 2014, Rock City. I was sitting in a green room. The 10th overall pick came up, and I prayed to the heavens, the football gods, that the Detroit Lions would not take me. Prayed. Please, God, don't let me go to Detroit. Let me fall farther in this draft so I just don't have to go to Detroit. Now Detroit is becoming a place that people want to be. They want to go into it. People talk shit about Flint. They talk shit about Detroit. Oh, it's a vacant city. This place is now
Water sucks.
Water sucks. Gatorade's better. The whole thing. And now slowly but surely, the city is getting better and better. And it's on the backbone of this team. The Detroit Lions don't want to win this game. They need to win this game, not just for them, but for the damn city itself. I'm taking the Lions, +6. But I'm taking the Lions as well, which gives us a what, Jack?
Change this shit.
That gives us a AAA stat.
AAA,
That's good.
baby.
I'm glad your head's in the game right now, baby. I'm glad your head's in the game.
Yes, sir.
AAA. Get wrecked, Taylor.
Let's turn it over. We're going to go to an AFC matchup. We're going Dolphins. They're at the Ravens. Ravens are favored at -3.5. Big win last week against the 49ers. Brock Purdy threw 4 picks, and the points in that game is 47.5 points. Gekko.
So, big headline coming out of last week from the Ravens and Niners. Kyle Hamilton, he had 2 interceptions. He has entered the portal. He does not want to be on the all-white squad.
He done came out and said he is not even white. He said, how did I make that squad? I'm not even white. He is Asian. Where did you get that
Listen,
from?
all I needed for that roster was a light skin, and he happened to go to Notre Dame and played perfectly.
Okay.
And you know the way he was getting videoed. You know the boys were on him all
He
week
was
about
on him.
that. Yeah.
Oh, they was on him.
no,
He was
no.
like, we got to make this clear. I am not white.
Not white.
But I was going to go Dolphins. However, I've thought about this game more, and every time the Dolphins have played a physical football team, they've lost. The Ravens are as physical as anybody. They are the #1 defense in the league for good reason. When you look at the Dolphins early in the year, they played the Patriots. They ended up winning 24-17, but it came down to the last drive. This was early in the year in week 2 when the Patriots had the type of identity for defense. They go at Buffalo. This is before all the injuries happened at Buffalo. Buffalo hit them in the mouth, whooped them 48-20. They go at Philadelphia, another physical team on defense. Not the Ravens, the Eagles, you can throw on them. Their back end is a little diluted. Not the Ravens. Again, Eagles beat them 31-17. Chiefs at Kansas City. Kansas City hit them in the mouth. Or not at Kansas City, they're in Germany. But Kansas City hit them in the mouth, beat them 21-14. I'm going with the Ravens, -3.5. They are the best team in football right now. Lamar Jackson is the MVP, even though it is the most watered-down MVP class probably in the history of the league. I'm taking Ravens -3.5.
What about CMC?
Watered down?
I think so. Think about it.
I mean, I'll give you that.
Think about it. Like Mahomes, there's no quarterback who's thrown for 4,000 yet.
True.
Over 40 touchdowns. We don't have any of those.
No,
we don't have that
not
happening.
this year.
We're talking about Trent Williams, Christian is a beast, but Christian McCaffrey, all these different cats in the MVP race. Usually there's 3 quarterbacks who's just knocking it out of the park and we're arguing about
Lamar got it now.
Lamar does have it. He's a monster, but I'm just saying now people are even trying to argue about Baker Mayfield.
No.
No.
Cut it out.
I didn't see anything about Trent Williams. Trent Williams in the race?
No, not in the race, but people bring it up hey, if we're looking at most valuable player, maybe we look at Trent Williams.
We're looking at that.
We're trying to look at more
last
people
week.
outside of the quarterback
He got
position.
a little ankle, didn't he?
Little
ankle
groin.
injury.
You talking about Trent?
Yeah.
Little groin.
Oh, is it a groin piece?
Little. What you think? What you trying to say?
I'm just saying, you don't come out the game, If you that dog.
Oh, you saying
Trent's a
you're
bitch.
saying some Poseidon's
No,
creeped up on him.
Huh?
You're saying some Poseidon's creeped up on
I'm
him.
just saying that score started getting high. You know how y'all know how it
He
goes.
said he didn't want to be in the basketball game.
You know how that's you.
Hey, but just on the MVP thing, I'm just saying we're trying to find other people outside the quarterback position for I feel like stronger than ever this year.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
all I mean.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
I want CMC to take that thing.
He knocked down after they got blown out like that
but
by
he
the
still had
Ravens.
117 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, but Lamar?
Lamar, though,
Lamar's a
He's
dog.
nasty,
Lamar's
bro.
a dog.
they
I
gonna
feel
give it
like
to Lamar again. I guarantee it.
when we're looking at guys like MJ and LeBron and Patrick Mahomes, not this year, but in the past years, we just get so used to them being awesome all the time that we become numb to it. And I feel like that's what's happening with me, especially with Lamar. Like, he's just always doing dope shit.
He always
to the point it's
is.
like, okay, I expect that. Like, who else is out there that's doing dope shit too?
yeah,
You see a salty white guy running the rock, getting all those touchdowns, you think to yourself, man, we got one.
But it's gonna be him or McCaffrey. Because now Brock took himself out the picture. He is not in there no more. So it's McCaffrey
Yeah,
and
he
Lamar.
fucked up.
I promise you that it's either those two, and it's gonna tell from these last two games who's gonna take it.
Let me ask you this. Dolphins or Ravens?
Good question.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm gonna say it again. The Dolphins are the Dallas Cowboys where they play a good team. They just shit the bed. They can't beat a good team. For some reason, it's like a bully, right? And in Baltimore, they're bullies. And Miami felt like they're bullies, but in Baltimore, they like, we bully bullies. So they gonna come in there and they gonna just bing, bop, boom. You know what I mean? Put it on their cheeks. So I'm going Ravens, smack the Dolphins, man. That's just what it is.
Dolphins beat the Cowboys last week.
Yeah, they beat a good football
They
team.
beat a good
the
football team.
Cowboys.
Did
A
you not
month-
hear what
a
I
month
said?
ago-
It was like Spider-Man. Miami and the Cowboys are like Spider-Man. They pointing at each other. It's all the same. That game, of course, one of them was going to win that game.
Someone had to win.
Someone had to win it.
Their defense has become top 10 since Jalen Ramsey's come back. Their defense has gotten better. Tua's slinging the rock, which, by the way, might be an MVP candidate as well.
Who?
Tua?
Yeah.
Stop it.
He got crazy amount of touchdowns.
Stop. I mean,
400 yards.
Huh?
4,200 yards.
And
Okay,
42
so he's somebody who's got 4,000.
Yeah, but who
right now.
And what, 45 seconds ago, it was
Let's
no one for
listen,
4,000
though.
yards.
If they beat the Ravens this weekend, Tua will
You
start to
crazy.
enter the chat again.
Let
He will.
Tyreek-
He's in the chat. He'll just start.
Yeah,
He'll
but
rename the chat.
After this weekend, people are like, it's Lamar's. Like this is
hands
permanently
down.
Lamar's.
But what we've noticed in the NFL season is every week it's a new somebody. Every
Yeah.
week we're like, oh, this guy's now. Oh, this guy's great.
look, Sharp, I've never said that. Sharp said it the best. Tua wouldn't be Tua without the receivers he have. Yes, he has the yards because his receivers break for 40 yards every time they touch the ball. What do you expect? We had this
Okay.
conversation. He is just a manager.
Listen, where's this?
All right,
We're done
Cam
with the
Newton.
manager, game changer.
He is a manager,
Bro, you're not
bruh.
throwing for 4,200 yards as a manager.
If I was on the Miami Dolphins, I can do it.
No, you can't.
You crazy. I'm slanging it to my best receivers. Give him a screen. He takes it for 80 yards. Come on. He just got all them stats.
Okay, what about the deep balls?
You ain't doing
You ain't
nothing.
throwing a deep ball.
He
You're
just-
not breaking down coverages.
Yeah, if you got Tyreek here, just throw it up. It ain't even in the right spot.
Dog,
Tyreek
you
go
are
gets it.
something
Come
else.
on, bro. Y'all know this, man. Y'all know this. This man just throws the ball with his eyes closed.
So you think Lamar still doing Lamar shit without Zay Flowers?
Definitely. He was doing it without
think
that.
it's
He
a better
never had
argument for
receivers
what he probably
before
is.
like
Yeah,
that.
probably is.
He never had receivers before. He always been this dude. He gonna run the ball. He's gonna throw it when he can throw it because they break open, they do the scramble drill, and he just toss it over there. We all see it. Everyone knows it.
What's your deal with Tua?
Nothing. I like him.
You just talked all like that? You don't have a deal with him?
No, I don't like. I mean, I like him.
You DM your girl or something? What's
No,
going on?
oh come on, man.
Game manager.
Can't handle that.
You call it Tua a game manager.
My man.
4,200 yards, like 20-something touchdowns. How many touchdowns he got?
Okay, what happened when Tyreek got out against the Titans? Smacked.
Yeah, but the next week they were without Tyreek and hung. Waddle went off, and we
Waddle
were
went off.
literally talking
I know
about
Waddle
that.
went off. He needs a receiver to
Every quarterback needs a receiver.
just
Dog,
like
we
you said.
can't-
They drafted Waddle. What school Waddle went to?
I don't know.
Alabama. They went to go get him. They said, for Tua to be great, we got to put a gang of receivers for him to be great. They looked at Alabama and see who he had, so then they start adding pieces. He needed all
For
these
every
pieces.
team to be great, you need good players at every position. And for a quarterback, it definitely helps
Yeah,
with the
but-
guys catching the ball.
Hats off to the GM for not just thinking, okay, we got a good quarterback.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
What
Let's put
happened the
other
first year?
pieces on the roster
What
and make
happened
this
the
team
first
really
year? What happened the first year? What happened the first
The only
year?
coach
to
that's
him?
done that is Bill Belichick. Found himself a 6th-round white guy and goes, you know
we
what,
was
I'm
with
saying
him.
That is nuts.
What are you talking about? 2 is rookie
Listen,
year
let's
now?
move on. Let's move on. I'm going Ravens. I'm going Ravens as
keep
well.
it
Which
100.
makes it a what, Jack? Triple
Yeah,
A
excitement,
stat.
Jack.
Love your enthusiasm.
Did you?
Huh?
You didn't watch last week, did you?
I watched a little bit.
No. Yes, sir.
Triple A. Get wrecked, Taylor.
What's wrong?
It's okay. You can watch.
What does it have to do with anything?
It's okay. Just watch last week's.
Because you put AAA stat up when you guys were all up?
It's okay. Let's move on.
Get a little mouthy. All right, Bengals are at the Chiefs. Chiefs are having a tough time right now. They're favored at -7. Total points is 44.5. Gekko.
Great spot for the Bengals. They just got done getting their ass whipped, and the Chiefs are not a Super Bowl contender this year.
No.
They're just not. They're a playoff team.
Yeah.
They might win a game or two, but they're not a Super Bowl contender this year. They're not going to Vegas. What?
I just feel like the minute you say that, the world starts to think that, is when the opposite happens.
The world should think that because it's true. What needs to happen here is a couple things. Chiefs are going to win this game, and I believe they cover against the Bengals. But also the gambling gods, I feel like the Bengals are in a good spot. Browning, he was playing his ass off, gets chin checked last week, 3 interceptions. He might get back on track. But the Chiefs usually respond when they're pissed off. Mahomes usually responds when he's pissed off. He's yelling at the boys on the sideline. Kelsey's dropping a couple balls. We can blame Taylor Swift. We can blame. At the end of the day, Travis needs to get back to them hotel tugs the night before a game. Stop swapping photos with your girlfriend. Start getting back to what you know is best, what made you great, and that's being on the chase, being on the hunt at all time, tugging it in the hotel room, maybe tugging it before the game the next morning. You
Lobby
know what that's
bathroom.
like, the lady.
I do know what
I
it's
know
like.
you know what that's like too. But the Chiefs will get back to the basics, and I think they cover against the Bengals at Kansas City. Again, I think the Chiefs pissed off. They showed you whenever they got whooped or they got handled by the Broncos, they go to Germany and beat the shit out of the Dolphins, come out swinging in their first 15. But I got the Chiefs. And also, maybe throw in a little prop bet for you. Chiefs opening drive, touchdown.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Chiefs are, every time they've lost this year, they're undefeated against the spread. I'm going Chiefs.
That's a great
Is
stat.
That's a great
Pacheco
stat. You
gonna
like
play?
that stat? What's that?
Pacheco gonna play this week, you think?
Oh, call him. He's on your team.
I should call him. That's one of my guys. I'll talk to you
Yeah.
later.
Side note, real quick. Pre-game hotel tug. Is that not tier 1? Night before?
That's a tier 1.
Throwing a nice Zinski.
I usually do it.
Get
in
after that thing, make a mess of the
Epsom
hotel
salt
room.
bath, get
You do it,
warm
you do it in the
bath.
Epsom salt bath?
Oh yeah.
You've tugged in the Epsom
It's
salt bath?
clean, yeah. Put
Yeah, it's
some
salty.
peroxide.
What if it gets in your peep?
That's fine.
Oh, yeah,
It gets that thing nice and relaxed.
You don't want it relaxed.
I do want it.
That's called the ED.
After you bust, you nice and relaxed.
Then it's everywhere.
It's floating. It's
Time out.
it's a
With this-
bag.
You said it's floating.
There's a question we have to ask you. Are you talking the Epsom salt bath in the metal tubs?
No, man, come on. I'm not
Hey, look.
disrespectful. What metal
I
tubs
don't
is
know.
at the hotel?
I didn't know. I didn't know if you come in. You're like an early bus guy.
I am, but I ain't busted in the.
You gotta be a first bus guy.
I can't. Yeah, look. Yeah, but the water, they don't drain the water at the facility.
I had to ask because
No,
people
yeah.
do they get the metal tubs going. They get
No, but no, you know ours. It was like a 10-person tub. We couldn't do it in that.
Couldn't do
I
what?
said that.
You bust a nut in the team's tub.
Yeah, who ever did
Who
that?
does
No, not the team tub. I'm talking again
The
the
metal
individual at the stadium.
Brother, that's in the training room where
Yeah, I
everybody's
know.
at. Whoever has done that.
I was just
Hey,
asking the
you.
question.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever busted a nut inside the?
Stadium
Yeah,
facility? No, never done that.
because it seems like based on your question.
I know. I'm like, yo.
No, again, Epsom salt. Guys who do the Epsom salt baths and they make it on their own, they're usually doing it in the individual metal tubs because you get the jets going.
Yeah, but see,
you put your piece
we
in the
would
jet?
do it before at the hotel at night. That's what we did. We'll get it. They'll have it for us.
The meal would always get 1 bag of Epsom salts, rubbing alcohol,
And
and
peroxide.
peroxide, right? And he put it all in the tub.
Yep.
I saw him
Every
doing that
game.
one time. He goes, "It gets you right, Tug. Gets you right." That next week, I called Jeb up. I go, "Let me get what Delanie gets. Let me get that. If you have a cut on your body, do not do that." All right,
Will Bird.
Mule. Did you say who you're going with?
Chiefs, baby.
Boom. Which makes that a what? All right, let's go. Last game of buy or sell. That's going to be Packers at the Vikings. Line was at -6 for the Vikings, and now it's moved to -2. The total points in that game is 46.5 points. I'll go first. I haven't gone first yet. I'm going to go with the Packers. I think the Packers are not only going to cover, I think the Packers are going to win this game. They're playing better. The Vikings have done this, and they have quickly done that. Their playoff hopes are over, yeah? That's done. That's kaput. They might be in the hunt, might not be mathematically eliminated, but I don't see it happening for those boys. I'm going to go with the Packers on this one. Gekko.
I'm going to switch my pick. I'm going Vikings.
Ooh, with the -2?
No reason. You were going to, I see you have Packers written down. We were about to be AAA stat literally every game, and what a boring ass show that would be. Yeah. I'm going Vikings. TJ Hawkinson is down with an ACL, next man up mentality. DJ, was it Wanham?
Wanham.
Is it Wanham? Yeah. DJ Wanham, their primary pass rusher, he's out as well for the rest of the year. Again, they're trying to decide out of Nick Mullins and Jaron Hall. This is not a very confident pick. However, I am going Vikings at home. They're going to etch out a win. I don't know how, but they're going to do it. Vikings.
I feel like because you laid on the sword, for us not all having AAA picks, you're going to win that pick now.
I hope so.
I think that's how it works.
Yeah, I'm going to just go Packers. Yeah, I'm just doing it.
We're going Packers. Packers, Viking Packers.
This weak-ass game, I would just do Packers.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it is our parlay segment. We have a winner last week?
No winners.
No
they
winners.
both lost.
Well, this dude think he won because he picked our what is the game ones. He like, man, I know I won. He keep messaging me. I'm like, bro, we talking about players parlay.
Wait.
I love the fact that you don't understand that concept.
The favorites win, the ETFFs?
Yeah.
Is that part of the giveaway?
It can be if he wanted to be.
Well, he been messaging this. He messaged me like 7 times, yeah.
We got to pick somebody, but
because he was like, I was the first one.
We're going to figure it out right after these messages. Enjoy this commercial break.
Just keep striking out.
Another holiday season. No hoes.
No hope. What do we need to do?
At this point, we might as well give up.
Oh,
Here, just take it. I'm the ghost of Christmas Riz, here to get you bitches.
how do we do that?
Watch this.
Oh, these sweaters are awesome.
How do y'all feel?
I feel rizzier than ever. Let's see if, I feel rizzier than ever.
Say, where'd you get these?
You can find us at store.barstoolsports.com/bussinwiththeboys.
That's awesome. Hey, let's go talk to some girls. Welcome back to Slips and Picks. We are now going to get into our Bet the Boys Index Parlay. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, we're giving you player prop bets from the three of us, bundle it together, put a parlay together for you, and I will start. Obviously, everyone knows who's watched this show. It's been, I swung a big steak 2 weeks ago. Didn't go my way. So I'm going to get back to the basics here, and I'm going to go Christian McCaffrey and that touchdown. I feel like that's the only way we can do it. Back to the basics, run the ball, just do the gritty stuff, do the stuff that's worked for you in the past. Gekko, who you got, brother?
I'm going to go Baker Mayfield over 1.5 touchdowns versus the Saints. Baker Mayfield, he's been on a
MVP
tear. He's been on a tear the last 3 or 4 weeks, throwing for 2 or more. I think last week he might have done 4. But Baker Mayfield, he's in this spot he wants to be in. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're sneaky. They're waking up dangerous. I like Baker Mayfield over 1.5 touchdowns versus the Saints.
Matthew Stafford over 1.5 TDs against the Giants. We got Cooper Kupp. We got Puka. Y'all know what time it is, man. They definitely will get in the end zone. We also got Williamson running the ball again, and that man is crazy. We may just dump him a pass, get 3. Ain't that, what's his last name? Williams?
It's Williams.
Williams. What it, Williamson?
First 1,000-yard rusher
Rob
since
Brody,
Todd.
Williamson.
First 1,000-yard rusher since Todd Gurley.
Skittles.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all heard that.
And Rams.
Let's go Rams.
Team's looking good. What'd you say, 5-1 since their 3-6 start?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5-1.
That's impressive. Let's get to our ETFFs, which is easy team favorite funds. To go along with my Bet the Boys Index Parlay, I will be taking the 49ers money line, please. I think last week was a fluke. Brock Purdy's going to be just fine, and those boys are going to sail in this game. Gekko.
I'm going to finish up what we were just talking about with Matt Stafford. We're going Rams money line against the Giants. Again, the Rams are one of those teams similar to the Bills on the other side. A team you don't want to see in the playoffs if they keep this momentum going. I'm going Rams money line versus the Giants.
Love it. Mule.
I'm going Eagles, money line, versus the Cardinals. Come on, guys, give it to them. Don't let me down. I know it's December football and y'all boys is playing like garbage. But show it what it is, man. Get back on track. I want to see you do your thing, boys, out there in Philly.
Can we see what the odds are?
I'm going to give you two. Quick question about the Eagles.
Yeah.
We said that you said the Chiefs, they're not Super Bowl contenders. Do we feel the same way with the Eagles?
At this moment?
Yeah, at this moment, I'd say no.
At this moment, no.
What, 3 of their last 4? Barely beat the Giants?
Barely.
They're too good to be doing that.
I think it's just catching up to them.
Well, what's catching up to them?
They're old. They're old in the back end.
Yeah,
They're secondary.
Yeah, but they got KD.
Receivers are getting separation on them.
KD's a little bit older. He's 8. Year 8.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're not good.
Who is it? Who is that white safety that played for the Chargers forever and then
Blankenship.
No.
You said the white safety for the
Yeah,
Eagles?
yeah, but he's retired now. Eric Waddle.
Eric Waddle.
Weddle. That's why I knew I was messing it up. He was a stud for what, 15 years?
Yeah.
Pro Bowls.
Yeah, I'm not saying these cats aren't good. I'm just saying like receivers are getting a little bit more separation. They have some missed tackles in the back end. Like they're not the same Eagles team that they were last year. Locking cats down. DB's the toughest position to maintain and sustain throughout a career. You lose half a step.
Yeah, if they D-line don't get to them boys right away, they getting exposed back there. That's just
but you got to get
pretty
savvy,
much.
right? Like when you start to lose a step, you got to get in the film room a little bit more. Understand what's going on from the neck up, brother.
Well, the coach should help them out, putting them in more zone coverage instead of man coverage. That's what's getting them beat.
You ever watch film?
I watch film all the time.
Were you a film guy?
I was a great film guy.
Were you really?
Yeah. You don't remember one year I was calling remember y'all, we had the one center, what was his name?
Ben Jones?
No.
Brian Schwenke?
No. The other dude from Boston, where he's from Boston College, I think.
He had the little boop.
Yeah.
Do the boop.
Yeah.
I can't remember him, but he did this kid when you get nervous, you'd ask him questions, you go, boop.
Yeah, hey.
All the time. He's like, what the fuck are we doing? He had a weird tick.
He would check the wrong person every time. He'd be like, no, that's the mic. He'd be pointing all over the fucking place.
Yeah, we had a couple years there before Ben got in.
Yeah,
it was tough sledding.
It was tough
5
sledding.
dudes, 5 mercenaries not working as a team. It was a tough little sledding out there.
He didn't know who to go to.
Did we get the odds on that?
-129.
Minus 129 for all 3 of those? All 3. What are the spreads with the Niners and Eagles?
The Niners are -900.
Wow.
Eagles are -600. The
Jeez.
Rams are -270.
See, damn.
Confident parlay.
They're easy favorites.
Yeah, this
very,
is easy favorites.
Very easy favorites. We're not even getting it down to just a regular spread pick.
Right.
5.
Niners are what? Where are they favored at? 7?
Minus 900.
Who's this now?
The Niners. What's the spread?
We can't walk away from this parlay given minus odds.
You're not making no money.
What's that?
13.5.
Put that down to 6.5 for me. Let me do that 6.5.
Minus 13.5.
Money line?
Yeah, I
we,
would 6.5.
we may have to switch it because we ain't making no money right here.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Rams are -3, so I know my pick is solid.
And it is supposed to be the easy team favorite fun.
I'm going against the Cardinals, the Eagles, so this probably hurt.
Cardinals upset the Cowboys when they were riding high early
Yeah,
in the
that was
season.
beginning.
Hey, but
I
had a little story.
Go ahead. I love
Super Bowl,
stories, dude.
Super Bowl 49ers Ravens.
2012.
Yeah, a kickoff was returned.
After the
On
light shut off?
On the
It
Niners.
was on the Niners.
I saw 46 in the.
You got me fucked up. Let me tell you right here.
I saw 46. Jason.
Let me tell you what happened. Hey, did the dude just miss the tackle?
Oh,
Keep
no.
it 100. It was a set-up cross, and the guy got in there. He missed the tackle. Say he didn't miss the tackle. Scot-free. It was a set-up
I
block.
know you was in the frame.
Yeah, because I chased him. I had to chase him.
Oh,
it was a
no,
setup
Mule.
block. It was a setup. It was a call play on kickoff. Where
Like
we
a
would,
switch? What, you
like
got
a
a switch?
switch, and he got scot-free. We could pull it up on the back. He missed the tackle. He missed the tackle. And
Pull it up.
And then the next kickoff, look and see what 4-6 did.
It's too late by then. Y'all give up 6.
It was,
You see the lack of accountability, too.
yeah, it was. I'm
Did you go
blaming
in halftime?
somebody.
Did you go
I
after the
told
game?
Cuz, I said, you made me look bad. I didn't let him know. You made me look bad, dog, because it looked like I messed up. I'm the one chasing him.
Somebody just watching it on TV.
Yeah, like, oh, look, 4-6 messed up. That's why he running so hard.
Hey, who's that punt returner that dropped to Kyle Williams?
Yeah, Kyle Williams.
That your boy?
Yeah, that's my boy.
He was a good dude?
He was a great dude, though.
I played high school football with his brother, Tyler.
Yeah, his older brother. Yeah.
Dude, in high school, I didn't think you could get injured in football. And then he tore his ACL like the second week of my senior year, and I was like, I had no fucking clue.
Damn.
You could legit get hurt.
Yeah, playing baseball. You know his dad was in the pros and everything.
His dad was the manager for the White Sox.
I know.
I went to his house one time. They had like an infinity pool.
I know. They was rich already.
Palm trees.
Yeah, they was rich already.
Yeah, they had money. Yeah. He dropped those 2 punts, though, and it was over for
But
him.
it wasn't his fault, though. It wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. It wasn't his fault.
What do you mean? He muffed the punt.
Because the day of the game, he didn't practice punt. He didn't practice no punt return. Ted Ginn was our punt returner. Ted Ginn, the day of the game, said he didn't want to play. So then Kyle Williams had to go back there and catch punt returns in the rain and drop 2.
We're going to go to Pump or Dump after this segment.
Guys, I'm out of ideas. What are we doing for merch this week?
Bro, I don't know.
Dude, I actually have no idea.
Man, I wish there was just like a way we could get inside of the consumer's head. Whiskey and cigars on a polo.
Yeah, just a way to like plant the seed inside their head.
Deadads, 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 deadads. Imagine if we could like hypnotize the customer.
Buy our merch. Buy our merch. Buy our merch. Buy.
Welcome back to Slips and Picks. As we went to commercial break, you were saying plus 110? Plus 110 on the ETFs. So now we're going to get into our Pump or Dump segment. First game, Patriots at Bills. Bills are favored at minus 12. Total points in that game is 40.5. Mule.
I will pump this game. I feel like the Patriots is playing a lot better after switching quarterbacks. They putting points on the board. I know the Bills is going to go nuts and put points on the board. So I see this as a pump game.
Dump.
Dump.
I'm going dump, divisional game. I feel good about it.
You dumping too?
I'm dumping.
Yeah, I'm dumping too.
Dumping.
Next game is going to be Steelers.
I like it.
What was that?
I said I like it.
Okay. Steelers at Seahawks. Seahawks are favored at minus 3.5. The total points in that game is 41.5 points. Gekko.
Dump. I like dump here. Steelers, they put up a lot of points last week. They will not do it again against the Seahawks. Seahawks also won't score a whole lot. This will probably be like a 2014, 2010 win by Seattle. And yeah, dump.
I'm going to go pump on this. I think Mason Rudolph played some good ball last week. The Seahawks, they lost, yeah? Who'd they lose to last week?
No, they beat the Titans.
They won.
They beat the Titans.
They snuck it out.
Oh,
Against
that's
the
right. They
Titans.
snuck it out.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna get back on track and scoring points. I can't believe I forgot that.
Wait,
So I think I'm gonna pump this game.
what was the score of that game? Oh, they kicked a field goal. Oh, yeah.
That was the worst 2-minute drill I've ever seen.
I know.
That pissed me off so much. You see that? There was like a minute 45 left in the game, and they had a timeout. Tannehill takes 2 sacks, holds the ball forever.
know.
It was just checks it down, can't get out of bounds.
We talked about with Tannehill. I said Tannehill has to play. He got to show teams that he still got it. That wasn't his best
Resume building.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But I am going to pump this game. Mule.
I'm gonna pump too, man. I thought about it. I had dump on there at first, but hearing what you said, I think this is gonna be a pump game now.
Okay.
I think Mason gets figured out. Every team experiences a nice little game.
Right.
A nice little game with the backup. that
I
comes in.
agree. But I think what we've talked about in the past is it's a nice couple of games. We always see 1 or 2, and then that third, fourth is when we usually see
They
the
get
wheels fall off.
exposed, yeah.
But we'll see after this week. We'll see. Last game in the pump or dump.
What the?
Hey, can we get that thing on silence?
Man, it was just so.
Can we?
That little dink.
Yeah, it was on silent. You don't know.
Are you good to go?
Yeah.
Do you want to read that text?
Nah,
You sure? Who was it from?
I didn't see it.
Just read it.
My text don't show on the screen. I gotta pull it up.
In spy mode always.
You act like we don't have iPhones.
What that mean?
You can just swipe it up and
Yeah.
No, you can't. Not on mine. It ain't nowhere to be
Oh,
found.
he don't even get the banner.
I don't get the back.
Hey, you
That's
sneaky.
Delanie.
Yeah.
I love.
Last game is Saints at Bucks. Bucks favorite minus 3 total points, 41.5 points. Mule.
Pump.
Gekko.
I'm pumping too. I'm pumping too. I think Derek Carr puts points on the board. I think Baker Mayfield puts points on the board. I like this to kind of be a high-scoring game. Buccaneers winning. I'm pumping.
I think the Saints score a few points. I think the Buccaneers score a lot of points. Derek Carr, I don't know what to think right now.
Yeah, but
I know it's your boy, and
that's the boy. But I'm saying even when they're down, he'll still find a way to score points toward the end of the game.
Who?
Derek.
Really?
Yeah.
I see Bucks putting up 31 in this game.
Yeah.
I do too.
And all they got to do is put up,
like
what,
31,
10 more?
24.
I can
11
see
more?
that. I can see that.
All right, so triple pump.
Warning.
Yeah, triple pump.
Triple pump,
This
which makes
is
it
a
what, Jack?
certified triple A
Pump,
selection.
triple
back
P,
to that
triple A.
Pump to a triple A. All right, last segment before our break is the underdogs. Dogs. Okay, here's the deal. Steelers. Talked about it a little bit in the last segment. I think the Steelers have been, we talked about it. Mason Rudolph coming in, backup guy. You know, in the past, he gets figured out, comes back in, new life. They score a lot of points last week. No one expected it. Steelers are dead. Maybe now they're not dead. I think they got one more good game before Mason starts to get figured out for the last game of the season. I will be taking the Steelers, money line, and that is plus 150. Raiders or Gekko.
Yeah, I'm going Raiders. Look, last week, those who bet with me last week,
Yes, the Mule had the better record. He was 10-3 to my 8-5. But if you bet with your boy, your units were a lot higher when going with me.
last week Raiders hit money line at a plus 475. Your boy sprinkled $250 on that, turned it into $1,500. About $1,500. We're going Raiders again this week, plus 130 money line. They're playing with confidence. They just got that swagger about them. Antonio Pierce, he's going to get hired as the next head coach. They might sneak around and get in the playoffs. Don't let the boys get hot going into the playoffs with this type of momentum and this type of confidence. But I think the Raiders win money line.
Hey, Brett, did you steal my pick?
No, you're
According to
Falcons.
this, he said.
I don't remember putting the Falcons down there, though.
Are you saying there's tomfoolery going on?
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. I don't know, man. This is crazy.
Well, you can look at the
We both
history
got
of the
plus
dot.
130. I swear. Hey, let's just go Packers, man. Let's just go. I'm going Packers as the underdog. So I got jugged. I don't know what's going on here, man.
You don't have confidence?
You don't
Arthur
think
Smith?
you don't think you put Falcons?
I definitely did put Falcons. The Falcons is the they got them to win the game. I know I didn't put the Falcons.
No. Bears are favored by 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm tripping. I did pick the Falcons. Yes, sir. We going Falcons plus 130. Let's do it, baby.
Yeah, Bears have won
Where's the
like
Raiders
5 of the
on
last
this?
6 games.
Yeah.
They're kind of rolling.
Yeah, and Colts are favored by 3, so that's why they're both
okay,
plus
cool.
130.
All right, I thought you jugged me at first. I was about to say,
Because you was looking at the Raiders?
yeah.
I'm surprised they're underdogs.
So you're not taking the Packers?
I'm taking the Falcons, actually, guys. Sorry, Falcons.
Against the Bears. Bears are kind of spicy.
I know.
They are spicy right now.
Eggnog still in my system, guys. Sorry.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back next week, there's no Monday Night
Days
Football
in a
game,
row.
so we're going to go into the Thursday night game right after these messages.
Too, man.
You there. Did you know that it's Friday Ride? With superior selections of Whistle Pig's quality whiskey that was created deep in the hills of Shore, Vermont, there's a little something for everyone to kick off your weekend of football. Wife yelling at you about the chores? Haha, not anymore. It's Friday Ride. Friends mad that you won't come to their wedding in the middle of football season? Shut up. It's impossible to be mad when you have a bottle of Whistle Pig whiskey in your hand. Choose between their award-winning 6-year piggyback rye, their 10-year rye, or even their Bussin' with the Boys bourbon that'll have you wanting to celebrate every day of the week. You can buy it all at whistlepigwhiskey.com or shop at the nearest Whistle Pig retailer. For the pig, Whistle Pig.
As soon as I got there, we drank.
Welcome back to Slips and Picks. We're going to go over to the Thursday night football game. Game about a month ago, wouldn't be too excited about. Now there's a little more excitement. Old man Joe Flacco's throwing the rock around all over the place. The Jets are playing at Cleveland against the Browns. Browns are favored minus 7.5. Total points in that game is 34.5 points. I love the over in this game. I think Flacco has been throwing it all over the yard. And what makes me confident about this over is that Flacco not only is throwing for like 2-3 touchdowns a game, but he's also giving the rock up a whole bunch to a good Jets defense, I believe, that is going to bring it back maybe for 1. So you know the Jets are going to get spotted 7 points in this one, which makes me feel more comfortable about the total points being 34.5. I will maybe take one of these teams, but I want to hear from the boys first. Gekko, let's go with you.
Pass.
Nice. Mule.
Jets.
Ooh.
And I'm taking the over.
Because what I said?
Yeah.
That made you feel good, huh?
Yeah.
That makes me more nervous about my bet.
You know what? I'm riding with that. I have Browns on here. I think they're the more physical team, but I think Breece Hall he had a game last week.
He did.
I think they just try to build on that.
Yeah.
We'll see if Joe Flacco how he does against the Jets passing defense. Yeah. But I'm gonna go Jets plus 7.5. I like the spot. I think the Browns win. Jets cover. So I'm gonna go Jets. And let's get crazy. I'll go over 2.
All right.
Jets in the over.
I'll jump on the Jets too. I'll jump on the Jets as well.
Sure.
I was feeling comfortable about the Browns, but
You don't
Breece Hall.
want to rock a solo mission?
No, because here's why. And it has nothing to do with the three of us sitting here. When I think about the Jets, I think their defense is going to play well. I think they're going to spot their offense some points, and their offense is going to keep the time of possession. And that's going to keep the game closer from a point standpoint differential after the game. I think I agree with you where the Browns are going to win this game, but 7.5 is a lot to spot to a team with a guy who was drafted in the first round from Delaware at 2008. You know? That makes me a little nervous. So for that reason, and listening to you, right, this is evolving, I'm going to take the Jets as well.
You going Jets money line?
This is yet again.
No, I already said I think the Browns are going to win. And I think the Jets are going to cover.
I'm just trying to ask.
So I'm thinking Jets plus 7.5, and I'm going to take the over on 34.5. We want to thank you so much for joining the show. If you stuck around with us for this long, we appreciate you. Please like, subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe. Tell your friends, call your friends, tell a friend, be a friend, the whole thing. Tell the world about this show. Please subscribe. And right after this is going to be Penny Slips. Penny Slips with the interns. They do a phenomenal job on their crazy parlays. We will see you next week. Have a great week of gambling on the NFL.
Welcome back to the Penny Slips Parlays. We're coming off a win. We hit the team parlay last week, and we hit the Rock'em Sock'em parlay list this week. And this week, we are going to try to break the record for fastest penny slips of all time. Jack, kick us off.
All right, my team parlay. It is the Arlay. We have Raiders, Rams, Ravens, all money line. Combine them plus 467. Done.
Mine is the tag parlay. We got Tampa, Atlanta, and Green Bay, all spreads. That's plus 581.
And then the team parlay, we have the Seahawks, Chiefs, and Chargers. Combine those, plus 390. Boom. Now, for the Rock'em Sock'em Pick'em parlay.
We have the Monday Night Football game, and it is the Packers. Oh, wait, no, it's not.
Yeah,
Packers. Sunday Night Football game. Vikings, Packers. Blue is Packers, blue is Vikings, red is Packers.
All right, take the Packers. Is that right? Is it Packers? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, take the Packers. And cue the outro music.
La, 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 la.